is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber out there that actually shows full games of all the tips and schemes he breaks down on his channel. I show you everything. I show you the good, the bad, the ugly of all my games. Now I want to go ahead and break into the third part of my Lions playbook scheme. This is actually going to be out of the flex. This is going to be a formation. You've got 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a running back. Now I do like to run this flipped. It's just my choice. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you have to actually run it this way, but this is how I like to run the actual formation. We're going to take a look at the following plays. We're going to take a look at double seams. Double seams. This has actually got 2 dragon routes. Very good seam routes. Very hard to defend. It's going to force your opponent to do underneath coverage. And then when I start using underneath coverage, you can actually go ahead and tackle them with the following 2 plays, which would be the Z in. And the other play we're going to take a look at is going to be the deep attack. So you're going to be essentially having your opponent trying to defend against these plays with the underneath routes, and then you can actually go ahead and attack them up top with the Z in and then the deep attack. Another play that you can actually go ahead and use would be the smash halfback check. I don't know, the depth of those corner routes is very, very deep. So if you have an opponent that uses a lot of coverage, more than indicating heat, you can actually use this to go ahead and attack your opponent deep underneath. So let's go ahead and take a look at our base play. They're going to call the majority of the time, which is going to be the double seam. Alright, so double seams essentially is a very easy read. All you got to really do is just pick a side that you want to defend. There's less defenders on the left side than on the right, and we're just going to go ahead and see if I get a free release with this wide receiver, and I'm just going to go and hit that dragon route. These dragon routes are money. They're very, very difficult to defend. And essentially you can do it on both sides of the field. So you've got double dragon routes on the inside, and you can essentially attack your opponent on either side of the ball. Now take in consideration that the left side, because I've got the play, is a little bit shallower, where the right side is a little bit deeper, so you want to take that into consideration. But this is an extremely hard play to go ahead and defend against, because you've got those seam routes actually clearing out the area. And they're just going to have a hard time stopping it. So what you can do is you can just wait for either one of the 2 dragon routes to open up, and then go ahead and take your shot. You also got the seam too, so if your opponent is just sleeping, you can go ahead and take a shot up top if you want to. Make sure you got a better better tight end than I actually have right here. He'll probably come down with that ball, but it's all about the dragon routes. Those are going to be the routes that are going to go ahead and just drive your opponent crazy, because you're hitting those dragon routes. Alright, so the next play we're going to take a look at is going to be the Z in. And one of the things I like to do with the ZN is I actually like to go ahead and take my other wide receiver and put him on a drag route or a slant route. He's going to be my wild card. Really depends on what kind of coverage my opponent likes to run. But my focus is going to be more off the left side, because I've got a mesh concept going over here. This is going to give me an idea in my reads. If nobody actually goes to the flat, I'm going to go ahead and attack my opponent in the flat, because with dragon routes are coming in, now you're going to attack them to the outside. Alright, so this backside wide receiver is just a wild card to me. I don't really care what he's doing. I can go ahead and take him, drag him up. I can go ahead and put him on an out route. That's just going to be a fast read, but I'm really going to be focusing more off the left side, on the left side. So if nobody comes over the flat, I'm going to go ahead and look to that. And also I've got this post route on the backside by the tight end that actually can get wide open for me. So that is what I do like about this play. It's such a good complement to those routes. You probably want to try to go ahead and try to focus more on the outside routes, especially if he's getting a read, and then attack the flat too to actually force your opponent to go ahead and stop that. So that's what I do like about it. And if you got off coverage, just go ahead and put this guy on a little out route. And that's just going to keep him honest. He's going to have to go ahead and force to defend that. So this has got pretty much a nice little complement to the routes that you're going to be hitting him with the dragon route. And now you're actually going to be hitting him on the outside. Let's go ahead and jump into the other play, which is going to be the deep attack. And this is going to give us a post and underneath route that we can attack our opponent with too. All right, so with deep attack, essentially, this is going to be our look. Now, I'm going to really make most of my progressions and reads off to the right side. Now, I like the smart route and out route on the left-hand side, primarily because on the right-hand side, we've got we essentially have got a lot of action going on, and basically there can't be enough defenders to cover this area without breaking down the defense. So my first progression is going to be the out route. If I don't have a defender floating up to Tate, I'm going to look down to Bell down, and if there's a defender down by Bell, then I'm going to look up to the post route over the middle, and then I've got Jones on a deep fly route if actually he's covered up. So first thing I'm going to do is look for this route right here, and the reason why is that if it's a zone coverage or it's man coverage, he should be wide open on the left hand side. So here's our progressions right here, and once again I've got basically a nice little pass lead right there. I'll show you what my progressions and why I went ahead and decided to take that inside post. So I know generally a wide receiver is going to go ahead and break the post. So this is my first progression right here. Now this defender actually floats out, and because he's actually coming down to the running back, I know I've got man coverage. But I was looking right here, but you look at the separation. There's nobody in the area actually defending the middle of the field. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a nice little pass lead the inside, and Bolden makes a major catch for me. But I'm able to pick up a good 15-16 yards on that completion. So we're going to smart route and out route right there, and make our progressions from there. And if the defenders actually float up, I can check it down to the running back because he's going to pick up an easy 5 yards. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and float right over here. As you can see, this defender actually gives his hip, he puts his butt towards the sideline, looking like he's playing cover 2. And this guy actually chucks his wide receiver. So I don't like that because the out route is actually being completely covered by the the corner, and this coverage is blanket. But since they're floating up, I know underneath is wide open. So let's take a look at this. This is actually right there on the 35-yard line. I'm able to go ahead and pick up 5, 6 yards, 7 yards, almost 10 yards with a little underneath route, and I got rid of that ball so quick. So quick. So this is going to be a lot of progressions off to the right-hand side. If you wanted to, you can go ahead and wait to the left hand, off to the other side. You're going to make your progressions off the left-hand side. You got stuff off the right side, but really it's about the post. It's about the deep out. It's about that underneath routes. Those are going to be the routes that are actually going to go ahead and give you an opportunity to pick up first downs and really force your opponent to go into different types of coverages. Let's go ahead and take a look at the final play, which is going to be smash halfback check. This is not necessarily the best play, but he does get crazy depth, and you actually can hit your opponent for deep corner routes with this. So the smash halfback check, basically you can leave the play as is, just keep it stock, and all you're really going to do is just make a high-low progression to decide where you want to throw. Now you can see a lot of defenders are off the left-hand side. That's probably going to be a corner blitz coming off to the right-hand off from the left-hand side. So I'm going to take a look at our progressions off to the right-hand side. Now you can probably smart route the corner route if you want to, just to get a faster release. But we're going to really take a look at Jones as our defender, because what's going to do is on a cover 2, the defenders have to float up to actually defend that cover 2. So smash concept is just very annoying. You can see right here the corner's down here. I just wait, and now the corner has to float up to take away this deep corner route, and I'm able to go ahead and get an easy completion on the back side right here for a good 9 yards with a route that initially looks covered, but it doesn't because the defender actually has to float up. We're going to leave it as is, watch the corner, and if the corner floats up to go ahead and take away that top read, you can go ahead and just take a shot down because he's got to go ahead and play his Tampa 2 type coverage. So if he doesn't come down, you actually can take that shot up top with the deep corner route with the tight end. As you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and get an easy completion, and I got my big body in front of that defender to go ahead and pick up some good yards. So you got a guy that plays a lot of cover 2, plays a lot of cover 2 sink. This is actually going to be a nice little play that you're going to do that's going to drive him nuts because he's just going to feel like the coverage is never there, and it's just a fun play that you actually can utilize. So to my subscribers, I hope you guys appreciate this. This is actually going to be another part of the scheme that I'm going to be using, the gun spread, Y flex. I like doing it flipped. Double seams is going to set the stage, and then you're going to have the Z in, the deep attack that's going to actually attack your opponent. And then also you have the smash halfback check is a play that you can jump into if you get an opponent that uses a lot of Tampa 2 coverage. So to my subscribers, thanks for your support. I hope you guys pick up from it. If you're new to my channel, I recommend subscribing because you're going to see me playing against live opponents at real time. I'm like saying what I'm thinking at the time. You can see me make misreads. You can see me make great plays. You'll see live in action against real opponents online. So to my subscribers, thank you for support, and until next time.